Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to PSGL F8 round number 9 here for the Japanese Grand Prix. I do apologise for the stream starting a little bit later. I accidentally streamed on the wrong account, silly me. But yeah, we are here for Japan. Very interesting to say the least. And yeah, one second, sorry for the typing. And it is overcast. I will get the tyres up. I will also get the standings and whatnot up. Right, well anyway, I am back. The FPS there is absolutely shocking. It's not letting me change camera angle either, which is brilliant. There we go. Yeah, overcast conditions. I will get the tyres up as well. Also the standings. Apologies if I am a little bit distracted by something, but I think we're good. Actually, hold on a sec. Hold on, I'm trying to get my commentary thing to work. Okay, no, it hasn't worked. Right. Well, okay, well, it doesn't work. Okay, well, anyway, back to it. Was it Volokongren who first started a lap? Nope. 3 gloves. Championship leader. Going into turn 1. The S section, notorious. Probably one of the best. In my opinion, it is the best first sector on the calendar. Now for a Dunlop curve, easily flat, but actually quite tricky on the exit now through Degner 1 and Degner 2, quite quick corners downhill for Degner 2. Now coming up to this flat out right kink which leads into the hairpin, easily going to lock up into here. Also quite difficult on the exit, but 3 gloves does alright there. Coming up through this flat out right, easy as you like. On a wheel, very bumpy. I have experienced that myself. Now for a spoon curve, much easier it's got throughout the years, I would say. And here's the exit, important, all the way down through to 130R, all flat out here. I think you will see people try and go for it down the inside of 130R. It's a flat out left nowadays, really easy. Now coming down to the final chicane, he's actually really missed the apex, he's locked up, very difficult the final chicane is. There is no bump at the final corner anymore, and the first lap is going to be a 1:26.8 from the championship leader, Volokongren 26.9. Trying to catch the cars as they go across. Callum, fastest lap with a 22.2. Quali Merchant at the biggest there, 22.2. 22.2, 26.2 from the Renault, 26.6 from Tom AJ, 27.1 from Moriouette. Captain Chubbs 26.7. Anyone else? Langfeld 27.6. However, on the mediums, Wiseman Slobbers 27.9. There's a Ferrari on our lap, however. There's a Haas on our lap as well. So there's no one on a lap at the moment. Have any real drivers ever competed in F1? Well, in PSGL. What do you mean by real drivers? Like, obviously not real F1 drivers, no. But there is, I do believe there is at least someone who races in Formula 4 who races in PSGL. As he has starts their lap, you have got Sam, who for some reason just didn't do his laps like everyone else. Sorry for the yawn. Seemingly, I always do that through commentary now. It just seems to be like a click. I don't know. But yeah, Sam starts his lap. You also have Sondre off in the first sector, which is actually very difficult. This game, I will actually admit. There's a McLaren. Barnabas is also retired. I don't know how that has happened. He's quite high up in the championship as well. Red Bull. Fleeks Fury Lando. He, I believe, is new to the league. And he's going to come across the line, and it's going to be a 1:27.8, and that puts him second to last out of the people who have set laps. Wiseman's coming into the pits. So Langfeld, unless he's starting another lap. Which they are not. You've also got Sam, and you've also got an Alpha Tauri right in front of him. That'll be off Nadal. Ooh, a bit dangerous for Nadal barking it on the exit of Spoon, but Sam has been able to avoid him. And up to 130. Oh, easily flat out. Risky going side by side, but easily flat. Through the final chicane, clips the inside curve nicely. A little bit wider on the final corner. And to the line, it is a 26.6, which puts him third. There is an Alfa Romeo. Willow's just starting the lap. And that is about it. So, with that in mind, I will go through the standings now. So Three Gloves is winning the championship on 78 points, followed by Callum Anderson 71, Sam 65. The top three have actually, for the last three races, they have finished all in the exact same spots. So Three Gloves with 2 second places in a row, Callum Anderson with 2 wins in a row, and Sam with 2 third places in a row. So I don't know, just a bit weird. Captain Chubbs in fourth actually, has actually done the same. He has finished 6th back to back, so I don't know how this has happened. But yeah, in 5th is Bando Biz on 47 points. 6th, Tom AJ 41, Langfeld 37, Volakongan 27, Frederick 22. I've got lost. Moriowet 15, Mimilou 13. Sondre, also known as Zexa, on 12. Uberto Mancini 8. Willow's 8, Snookster 7, Wiserman 7, Nadal 5, Hubsy 4, Best of 3, Wild G 2, and the rest have no points. And to the line, Willow's 27.9, second slowest. Well, Seven's on their outlaps mainly, apart from the championship leader, Three Gloves. I'll go for the constructors. So, Renault are bossing the constructors, 136 points. Then Renault, 47 points behind with 89. McLaren, 88. So, close little battle there for P2 in the constructors. In 4th, Mercedes, 59. Haas, 58 in 5th. So, a little fight for 4th there. Ferrari 6th on 23, Alfa Romeo 7th on 23, so them two teams are going to have a little bit of a squabble for 6th. Alpha Tauri in 8th, Red Bull in 9th, and Racing Point in 10th. Alpha Tauri 18 points, Red Bull 9, Racing Point 7. Three Gloves is coming through, or coming up to 130R, should I say. And he's only a little bit up, so he's probably fighting Captain Chubbs for P4 here. I would say Callum's lap already, he's probably got him pole, but the quality merchant as he is. Three Gloves locking up again into that final chicane, and he is abandoning the lap. Moruet has invalidated. Going out for Tauri, who I think is on a lap. Never mind. Volakongan? Nope. Okay. Anyone fancy being on a lap today? Nope, I guess not. The other Ferrari. Roberto Mancini? No. The Haas of Captain Chubbs is on an outlap. No, the Dal's on an outlap. Wasserman's actually retired in the pit lane. Oh no, they haven't even hit the pit wall. Hold on a minute. Mr. Someone has hit the pit wall. And we'll see it on... No, it won't. It's just teleported. But yeah, Tom AJ to the line. It's going to be closer to Callum's time. It's a 26.4. Still 2 tenths away. I don't think Callum's come back out. Sam is also on a lap. Captain Chubbs is coming out the first sector, up by a tenth. Let's have a look at Roberto Mancini, who is on a lap and is not invalidated and is coming to the final chicane now. So the Ferrari can set. Not set a lap time so far. I reckon this lap is going to put him P6. It is going to be P9. I was quite a bit far off, but the grid is quite tight if you get rid of the top two. Well, if you like 3rd to 9th, a bit close. Other than that, there's yellow flags ippity-doppity all over the place. Langfeld goes 4th for Heynen on the outlap. His teammate Captain Chubbs is up by 4 tenths. This could be provisional pole position here. We'll have a look here from the Haas. It's a 26.3, only a tenth off Callum now, so we're getting a little bit closer now. Next is the Ferrari of Sondre, also known as ZE3, who is actually invalid. So Tom AJ will be on an abandoned lap. So we'll look at Sam, who's up by 2 tenths. So he's going to be challenging Sam at the... Can't challenge himself. He's going to be challenging with Tom for 3rd. He's now up by 4 and a bit tenths, so he is purple in the middle sector. Can he nail this final chicane? And he will get pole. Good. First part of the chicane. What about the exit? That is better than last time, I can tell you that much. This is going to be provisional pole, and it isn't. He actually was slower than Callum in the final sector, and he is just more than 200ths off his teammate. Alfa Romeo. Willows is on an outlap. Nadal has abandoned it. Wilt is starting a lap. Something's happening in the final chicane, I don't really know. Volakongan just starting their lap. You've got a Merc, you've got a Merc. You've now got a Haas. Verheyen, it's not Verheyen. Whoever it was has come into the pits. I think now everyone will be coming into the pits just to get ready. Get ready for the final runs. I doubt anyone's actually on a lap, but actually yeah, you've got Volakongan, who is quite a fair bit up. You've got 3 gloves as well, who's actually just gone out now, and he's up by half a second. You know what, this could be pole. Oh, he's got a little bit squirmy though out of the final chicane. What's it going to be? It is pole, the 126.1, and he has got provisional poles. So that requires Callum to show what he has to do here. Williams are on the charge here, 4.5 tenths up here from Volakongan. Into the final chicane, 4.5 tenths is going to get you around about that second row of the grid. Can he get on that second row of the grid? We'll find out now. He isn't. He is just behind Captain Chubbs and will settle for 5th for now. And yeah. Could be interesting, this. Could be interesting. So, championship order for the top 4. will be fairly interesting. Separated by a tenth and a half. Yeah, top 6 separated by 3 tenths. Volokongan should get back to the pits in time, just. And in case anyone was wondering, Aston Villa have just scored against Liverpool. I was watching the match. Yeah, everyone's on their outlaps. So yeah, Captain Chubbs is on his outlap. Tom AJ's just started his lap. Not great time, to be honest. Not a great time. So he does in the first sector. He's actually down as well, so it's not great. Not a good line through there. A little bit wide. He's got traffic now and he has abandoned. If he's got enough fuel, he can go again. There's a lot of people coming out of the pits now. So this could be interesting. Three Gloves is retired, so that is him done. Anyone else? Willows is done for the session. And he's starting another lap. Captain Chubbs has just started a lap as well. We'll go on board with Captain Chubbs as he is the first one out of the final runners. All he needs is a little improvement, and it is going to be pole position. Oh no, it's not. He's clipped the inside curb and he's been sent spinning. How about Tom AJ? Can he improve? I doubt it on worn tyres. He's actually up. He's purple in the first sector apparently. This is interesting, to say the least. So let's see what Tom AJ can do. I don't think he'll get pole position. He needs to gain by 3 tenths on slightly worn tyres compared to everyone else, so I doubt that, but you never know. Certainly it's going to make the grid a little bit closer. He's up by 2.5 tenths actually, you never know, he's actually on for it here. He's dead on with 3 Gloves here. He could snatch pole position. Tom AJ to the line. Here's pole position at 1:26.0. He's pulled that out of the bag. Callum is down by 2.5 tenths in the first sector. Will's just coming to the pits. You have got Fury Lando. Who is up by, I think, around about half a second, that was? 7 tenths now, so that's going to put him around about that top 10 slot. Braking for the final chicane. We'll see what the Red Bull can do. It's P8, 1:26.8. Moriel Wet 7th. This is hard to keep up now. Nadal 6th. Who's the first out the finishes here? It is Callum. It's not pole. He's not improved. Sam, however, does get pole. 1:26.0. Unless anyone else beats that. Verheyen. No, P11. That's it. I think. Yeah, Sandra's on a 2:02. And that's it. Sam, pole position. Tom AJ second. Callum third. 3 Gloves third. And Callum Anderson in 4th. Sorry if you can hear typing. But yeah, Sam is on pole, with Tom AJ in second. Not exactly the top two, I don't think many people would think. Three Eagles in third, Callum in fourth, Captain Chubbs fifth, Volakongan sixth, Moriwet seventh, Langfeld eighth, Fury Lando ninth, Nadal 10th, that's your top 10. Outside the top 10, Verheyen, Huberto Mancini, Willows, Will G, Wiseman, Sondre /Sexa, and Bando Biz. Bando Biz starting last. I don't know if he has a quality ban. I'll double check that. But yeah, top 7 separated by just more than 4.5 tenths, and then there's a bit of a gap where it does spread out a bit. It is clear skies for this race. Does Bando Biz have... I don't know. No, there isn't. Did he bin it? I guess he did. Maybe we're getting ready for the formation lap. Everyone outside the top 10 starts on the tyre they wish. And the formation lap begins. So we'll have a look at the tyres. Okay, that's mixed. So you got Nadal, no, not Nadal. Everyone has said the top 10 on the softs, as predicted. Verheyen on the mediums, Huberto Mancini mediums, Willows soft, so he's going to have to make them work pretty quickly. He's going to get past them two medium runners straight away. Then you got Will G, or Wilt G on mediums, Wiseman mediums, Zexa mediums, and then Bando Biz on the hard, going for the long haul for this race and see what he can do. If he gets wing damage though, he is screwed. Same with the medium runners, to be honest. I think that is Sam's first pole position. He's not really known for his quali pace, to be honest. But he is on pole and he gets to control the pace. Obviously doesn't want to go too slow to mess up his own tyres, but yeah. I'm actually going very slowly. Around about 100 miles an hour. So Sam obviously wanted to take his time on the formation lap. This track is not easy. I will say that there will probably be someone who spins out on that one in the first sector. Second sector and third sector are pretty easy. Pens you'll usually see exit a turn 1. Exit a turn 1, Degna 2, Degna 1 as well actually. You'll see quite a few people think run wider into Degna 2, because if you mess up Degna 1 you mess up Degna 2. Spoon, that's about it I'd say. McCallum is lining up. Lando and Nadal I'm guessing had a bump together in quali formation lap. So we're just getting ready for Bando Biz to line up, and then we are here ready for the start of the Japanese Grand Prix, potentially the turning point of the championship. There aren't many rounds to go. So we've got 3, 4 and 5 red lights. And a very long wait, but away we go for the start of the Japanese Grand Prix, and it's an excellent start by Tom AJ. Oh, the Williams in the background of Three Gloves is giving him a little bit of a push into turn one. Sammy's off the track going very wide, and Callum's been able to take over his teammate. And the two Renaults are going side by side. There is someone off in the background, Gilberto Mancini. I said someone would spin, and they have. But other than that, fairly clean. Three Gloves not the greatest start. Tom AJ an absolutely fantastic start. And everyone has been able to keep fairly clean. This has come for Degner 1 and Degner 2 for the first time in this race. Dirty Air is very, very awful around this track with the slow speed corners. But yeah, nothing really has happened. Gilberto Mancini's basically joined back up now. With all the squabbling that's going on in the midfield, everyone's just joined back up together. You've got Willows and Lando going side by side. Up the hill into Spoon. Will Lando give it up? Yes, he will. And Willows actually runs wide and gets a little bit of a wobble on. Gets a little bit of a wobble on. Oh, Willows has... yeah, I don't know. As Nadal actually picks up a bit of a tank slapper, as Callum has gone as well. No, that's not correct, actually. No, that is not correct. I thought he had left. He hasn't. Oh, Captain Chubbs has gone. He's gone off at turn one and he's retired. I'm surprised if that does not cause a safety car. Which it hasn't. Wow. Not even a VSC. But Captain Chubbs out of this race. One of the championship contenders gone. Will is not winning the race, for anyone who's wondering. Tom leads, followed by Sam, who's 6 tenths behind. Then you've got Callum, who is 4 tenths behind. Striggle's not far behind. It will be a long DRS train, not many overtaking opportunities around this track. He's not first, he is not first, he is dropped to last. Do not worry. It's just Codemasters for you. But yeah, it's just going to be a DRS train, I would say. The whole grid is actually in a DRS train, which I have not seen. From first down to 14th, they are all in the train. And I can guarantee Tom AJ is probably the happiest man out of this train, because he has no dirty air. This has come into Degner 2. I can see warnings popping up left, right and centre for drivers. Callum all over the back of his teammate, who's actually lost DRS here to Tom AJ, so this is good for Tom AJ, but I don't think Tom AJ is really in a championship fight, which, yeah, that's not what Callum wants anyway. As they come through 130R, Sam has actually been able to catch up a little bit, probably use a bit more of his DRS up. We start lap 4. Nothing's really changing, it's just DRS train after DRS train. They all get close to each other down the straight as Zexa picks up 3-second time penalty. They all get close to each other down the straight, and then they just get further away from each other through the corners. This is most likely what's going to be like for the entire race. Tom AJ getting a little bit back end happy. And as Mantini gets up a 3-second time penalty, and Sam getting all the closer to the rear end of Tom there. Into Spoon now, he won't be locking up through there, I can guarantee you that. A little bit of a train, nothing's really happening, they're just following each other. There's 3 goals, Chris with a 3-second time penalty. That could be big. As you all follow each other through this section again, nothing's going to happen. You've basically got the top 4 of all the Congans trying to stay with the top 4. Oh, Callum touching the grass, but if Volacon can stay with the top 4, it would be good for him. Oh, 3 gloves late on the brakes. These 3 here are all close to each other. It's just whether one could make the move on the other, to be honest. Which doesn't seem likely, to be honest. If I was to say anything, it's probably 3 gloves. Getting past Callum, that's the most likely one I see at the moment. No, not a great final chicane. And again, oh, voice break. And again, we just go around following each other as we go. Oh, some action! Langfeld getting past Moriarty, and that was about it. one overtake. That's the first overtake we've had in about 4 laps. And we'll go back up to the leaders, because obviously I'm going to prioritise leaders over the rest. Actually, you've got Moriarty close, but you cannot overtake around this track apart from into turn 1, which isn't much of an opportunity to overtake in itself. Oh, he's actually gone for it. Ooh. You can try it into the hairpin, but very, very risky. And now he's a bit far behind, and we'll go back on board with leaders again. But I do imagine we're pitching in the next couple of laps. Coming through 130 up. Oh, Tom AJ with a big wobble, and he's going to lose the lead here to Sam. He's going to lose second place as well. Oh, collision down the straight. I don't know if Callum got any damage or not. I do not think so. But wow, wow, wow. Sam getting all rear end happy now as well. All the soft tyres starting to degrade. Callum's now gone off the track. Some action. I think all the soft runners are starting to struggle now. They're running out of grip. Callum really slow at Dunlop curve. Throwing an interesting twist now, I can say that much. The soft tyres, I'm guessing, are starting to burn out. Into the hairpin they go. can Callum keep up with Sam? The pit stops I think might be soon with the way the tyres are falling off. If I look at the ERS, they're all pretty equal actually. Three Gloves has actually got a lot of ERS. Oh, and they both box. Callum and Tom both pit. And none of the Williams pit, which is a bit surprising. Oh, and Callum is getting a wing change, so that collision with Tom has kind of ruined his race. It's actually probably going to drop a few more positions as well now. You've got Lando all over the back of the Dal. That was a corner cut and a half in Lando, I will say that. You've also got Verheyen all over the back of Moria. Well, that is what I need to look at here. Verheyen on a medium, so medium's going to be doing better at the moment down the inside, and that is the move not done. Better traction, wow. Moria wet, it's just blown Verheyen out the water there. On traction. So Verheyen will take the lead once everyone pits. I don't imagine Verheyen going for it into 130R, nope. Will he go for it into the final chicane actually? Yes he will, into the final chicane, a little bit risky, he might be pitting this lap. He's going to block the pit lane actually, oh my. Moria Wet does not come in. Sam, oh, someone's off. It's Lando, who has hit the wall. There's no VSC though, so it's not going to help any of the drivers. Moria Wet and Verheyen are still going at it. Sam is out in front. Tommy's on a set of hards. Has he got the undercut? No. There is a mix of strategy as well. As well, yeah, you've got Tom on the medium and the Sam on medium. You've got Three Gloves on. Sorry, you've got Tom, AJ, and Sam on the hard. Three Gloves, Langfell, and Callum on the medium. So this is alternate strategies. So I don't know what's going on. I do know it is Villa 2, Liverpool 0, if anyone cares about football. But yeah. Zexter picks up a 3-second time penalty. Let's have a look at Verheyen again. Actually, Wiseman's over the back of Verheyen this time. I imagine the top two here are going to pit. Volakongan stays out. Wow. Moria Wet comes into the pits, however. And actually, Callum has gone and passed Langfell, I think, just before 130R. So yeah, but now you've got Tom AJ all over the back of Sam, and I think he's going to get the move back on him. And he takes provisional net P1. But Sam gets the switch back on him, and they're side by side now in the first sector. These two are not going to go into it together, I can guarantee that. And Sam has to back out, and Tom takes the lead, well, net lead, for now. Oh, and Sam's not had a pretty good Dunlop curve. That's not done well for him. Who's going to come out on top here? Three Gloves is on the fresher tyre. He hasn't got to worry about Callum. Callum's 3 seconds behind. But Three Gloves has in check. Well, not in check, but keep there. The Volakongan eventually comes into the pits, so he doesn't have to worry about tyre wear. Into the pits, definitely for a set of mediums. Volakongan has done very, very well on them set of tyres. And it will come out just behind, but on fresh tyres. Oh! This is a collision and Sam is off backwards! Oh, I don't know what's happened. He's collided with Tom somewhere. And he's off and he's spun off backwards. But that promotes Three Gloves. Three Gloves, Volakongan, Callum and Langfeld. I don't know if he got damage or not. I don't think so, but his tyres are going to be very, very warm. And my internet connection is apparently doo-doo. I'll try and sort that out. Should be better now. But yeah, I don't know what's happened there. There has been some kind of collision. Sam doesn't look to have damage, but yeah, his race is kind of ruined. And this helps Three Gloves. Again. Championship leader. He's got his teammate right behind, who might be a Valtteri Bottas, you never know. And I got Tom, who is in front of Three Gloves. He's had a collision with Sam already, so Three Gloves might have to be careful of what he's getting into. Is he going to go for it on this occasion? He's getting close, he's getting close. It's going to be audacious if he does go for it, which he doesn't. And Moriouette actually passes Sam into T1. I don't know what's happening. Sam's going backwards more than forwards. But yeah. Langfeld picks up a penalty. Who's actually, to be fair, not that far off. Not that far off at all. Three Gloves now struggling to actually keep up with Tom Adrian. I don't know what's happened there. Gap is 8/10 Volakongan there, and Callum has actually come up as well. But has 1% ERS, so not great for him. As these guys start lap 13, we're about to reach halfway through the race. And nothing's going to happen between these right now. Let's actually have a look at the leaders for now, because we've not really talked about them. Three Gloves could do with overtaking Tom AJ. He needs to at this point. Wiseman closing in. These two are on the mediums. Won't be pitting for a couple more laps yet. As Vaden actually came into the pits, so he's got to be on for hards. There's no way he's making the softs go 14 laps. He's in for hards. As you have got Three Gloves who actually passed Tom AJ and I didn't even notice. Oh, I wasn't even looking. Oh, what have I done? Three Gloves has overtaken Tom AJ and I didn't even look. What am I doing? I didn't even notice the move. And 3 gloves. I have to pit me on tongue. Pit me on tongue, well done me. But yeah, what was I going to say? Tom AJ now needs to really try and keep up with 3 gloves. It's going to be really difficult. You've got Vola Congan to worry about as well, who's right behind. And also Callum, who's creeping in the background, watching. And if anyone's wondering about the football right now, it is 3-1 Aston Villa. I don't know what is going on, but it is 3-1 Aston Villa. And actually, Vola Congan is going to have a go at Tom. No, hasn't got the ERS. He hasn't got the ERS to get past Tom on this occasion. Yeah, nothing's going to happen here. You've got Wiseman and Bando Biz. Bando Biz on them hards. Bando Biz should be the quickest out of this group of 3 now. Oh, Wiseman going very deep into Spoon, not taking a great line. Bando Biz not able to get anywhere. Nothing's happening with the leaders either. You've also got Zexa just chilling there as well. And Bando Biz slots right past. Now we look at the leaders. We turn to the net leaders. I don't know what is going on, but there's very close fireworks going on. I do apologise if you can hear them. I apologise, but that happens. And nothing's happening between these lot now. You've also got Callum in there. 3 goals as a 3-second time penalty as well. So you just got to remember that. Roberto Mancini with a 3-second time penalty. Retires in the pit lane, so nothing's going to happen there. Nothing's still happening here. Just what it was before, just trains, constant trains. There's actually yellow flag set to 3, yellow flag set to 1. Oh, that's his car. Yeah, never mind. Still not going to be a safety car, but Mancini's car has decided to. It's just decided to whatever it was called, get out of the pit lane and wander. Wiseman comes into the pits for a set of softs to go to the end. Keep an eye out for him. I just took up Bando Biz out there at the moment, who I think will come into the pit soon, as well as Zexa. Oh, Tom AJ with that big snap on the back end there. Had to correct it, but lost a lot of time in the process. Oh my god, Aston Villa are 4-1 up. I do not believe my eyes. My eyes are currently soaked in bleach. I don't know what is going on. I'm not a Liverpool fan, but what is going on? Yeah, nothing is happening here. This is quite unbelievable what I'm watching. And this is just a bunch of trains like it has been forever. As Sector comes into the pits. And he's going to come out P11, just outside the points. And you've still got these battling away, and there's nothing really happening at the moment, just a bunch of trains as it has been. Three Gloves still out in the lead. Tom AJ will be quicker towards the end of the race though, I do have to say. He will be quicker towards the end. 1 second. Ooh. And yep, as before, nothing's happening. Callum having a look at Velaconga, but nothing happening. I imagine Vanderbiz has to pit. I'm guessing Vanderbiz is just waiting in hope for a safety car. But right now, this is the battle that's not really happening. As Tom AJ also picks up a 3-second time penalty, and someone has actually gone off. It's Nadal. Nadal has had an off. But nothing too big that's going to cause a safety car or anything. Just a little skirmish with the gravel trap. But what's happened to Sam? Sam's just kind of like dropped down to P10. And Vanderbiz eventually comes into the pits, so he's not relying on a safety car now. This will be for a set of softs. He's going to come out probably out the points. As the yellow flag is set to 2, Nadal's gone off again, but not going to cause a safety car. Oh, he's gone off again. I don't really know what's going on. Has Nadal got a wing? Not much. Not much of a front wing. Well, he's completely given up with the chicane there. 5-second time penalty. Might retire here. I imagine he will. Yes. And that's it for his race. He's got Vanderbiz now all over the back of Weiserman. This is another train that has formed. Weiserman looking all over the back of Moriarette. Bear in mind these are fresh soft, so they're bound to be quicker. this is a mad train, to be honest. Langfeld really holding everyone up. Verheiden's got DRS. He's going to try and pass. Moriarty's going to try and pass. This could end in tears. Oh, it's not ended in tears, I don't think. No, it's not. Somehow. Somehow not ended up in tears. Nothing's really happening here. The battle for the lead has dissipated completely. And this is basically it. This battle stretches down to P11 where Sam is. Can Sam somehow claw back points? It seems highly unlikely at this point. Highly unlikely. Bear in mind, he's got 3 soft runners in front of him and 2 medium runners. So yeah, a lovely helicopter shot here. As Wiseman actually picks up a 3-second time penalty. At the moment, I'm just saying Volokongan is going to win this race. I did not believe this, but Volokongan is going to win this Grand Prix as it stands. Because he doesn't have a penalty. And Tom AJ and 3 Gloves do. So this could be really interesting as Bando Beers and Zex have a bit of a squabble together. Oh! Bando Beers, that's a bit more than a squabble. That's a barrier. That's a barrier. And that's his wing gone, and that's, well, Sam's P10. And yeah, that's it for Bando Biz's race, essentially. And yeah, he's retired on track. Will that cause a late safety car? I think the safety car just doesn't want to come out, to be honest. But yeah, we're starting lap 23. Safety car's not coming out again. And you've got Tom AJ closing in on 3 Gloves, but I don't think anything's going to happen. And still lap 23, nothing is happening between these drivers. And let's have a look at further down the grid. You've got Langfell, who's closing in on Morio Wet, see if you can get the move done for P6. Potentially, but you never know. I do apologise for the stream quality not being too great. I don't know why that is. You've got Wiseman all over the back of Langfell as well. Can he go for it, potentially? Nope. Langfell has just absolutely bolted down the straight. So we're going to go back up to the leaders, lap 24. So at the end of this lap, 3 laps then to go. Congan will win this race, I believe. And then Callum, but Callum is struggling to keep up, so Callum might get P3 in the end. He might get P3 in the end. Nothing still happening. It's just a bunch of trains. I'm sorry if I'm not saying anything, but I feel like I'm repeating myself, like, heavily. And Tom AJ, can he try and get the move done on 3 gloves? I don't think so this time round. Yeah, nothing's happening. Wise Man was about 2 tenths off. 1/10, 1/10. Well, look at this. Never mind, nothing has happened again. Back up to the leaders again. Willows is there, just there, yeah. He's been there for ages. He's not going to give 3 gloves any DRS, I do not think. Oh, actually, I don't know. No, 3 gloves will not get DRS. Tom AJ has not got long to try, and I think he knows he can't win this race, but if he overtakes 3 gloves, then he gets a position. It's P3 or P2, because Callum's struggling. As there are 2 laps to go. Nothing is happening here. Volakongan literally has done nothing all race apart from watched. Volakongan is all race long just watched, not got any penalties, and just had some popcorn in his left hand, because you predominantly use your right, and yeah, he's just had a chill race. Tom is actually going to have a look at 3 gloves now around the outside of 130. Oh, slight push, bloody hell! That give me a night. That give me like just maybe tense up then. Now, can Tom get a good exit? No, it's absolutely horrific exit from the McLaren. So as we start the last lap, he hasn't got very long. So I'll look further down the grid as well. Sondre closing in on Langfeld, the 2 TNR drivers. They're not obviously going to collide into each other. Ooh. Wiseman, however. Oh, Sam, hello. I'm getting a bit argy-bargy there. I'm going to go back on board with the leaders as they are entering the... well, they're in the middle sector now. And Tom AJ needs a miracle out of Spoon. He's had an awful entry into Spoon. He's have to push with all of his ERS somehow and get this move done. I cannot imagine how. They're both absolutely using the ERS. Will any of them make a mistake into the final chicane? No, they won't. Threegles actually makes a really compromised line. It's not going to change anything. Threegles is going to cross the line to take the lead provisionally, but it's going to be Volakongan, I think. He does. He takes the win. And Callum gets second just under a tenth. Yeah, there's a yellow flag actually. Sondre has binned it on the final corner and lost 2 points. No, actually, he's lost 3 points. No, 2 points. But yeah. Callum in second, Threegles third, Tom AJ fourth, Verheyen fifth, Langfell sixth, Moriawet seventh, Sam eighth, Wiseman ninth, Sondre 10th, actually top 10. You've got Fury Lando in 11th. And then you have Wilt G, who will come across the line to finish in P12. That is it. And there is your top three. Williams 1-3. And yep, Volakongan is your winner. Callum in second. I've actually been through the entire grid. Driver of the day, Verheyen 11th to 5th. Actually no, Volakongan 6th to 1st. Just bided his time, didn't get any penalties and got the W, well, the 16 points, should I say. But yeah, that has been it from me. Pretty good race. Yeah, good race. And I will see you next week.